Yugi boy, Yugi boy, Yugi boy.
Oh, hi, Gil. Thanks for the sub. I think you can. I think you can hear me. Well, yeah, I guess subbed people don't have to watch ads, so you probably can hear me. Yeah, thank you for the sub. I'm doing good. I'm finishing up the stream. I'm a little sick still, but better than yesterday. How are you? Have you been? Hey, Gothic. How you doing? Wait a sec. Hope I get better soon. Yeah. I usually take like a day or three. I don't ever really get sick badly, so it's a good thing. Man, why do they have to put rap in everything? I'm gonna find this song and remove it. Here it is. Move to trash. Hello, weirdo Alex. How are you doing? You need to take the week? No, I never take uh breaks unless I'm deathly ill. Then I'll take a break. But yeah. As a writer, you know when you're sick and cozy, sometimes that's the optimal time to write certain stories. Okay, so I got that working. Does this work? Yeah, sweet. Yeah, so all I'm doing is really gonna be uh, kind of brain dead stuff, just finishing the lighting. All of it's coming from this. I might ask, I'll ask them if they want like details on the moon and stuff. Um, I do need to add something to connect and maybe like bring it together. Like to reinforce maybe a more triangular composition because it's kind of there, but it's not completely aligned. So I'll see what I can do after. Like I guess if I put I can delete this. I can put these in the same. folder and I'll manipulate them together at a later point. It's looking pinkish, but I have a plan to bring back some red by duplicating the layer as an overlay. But first I need to do the first pass and then I'll deal with that right after. I updated the Clip Studio program as well. They had a bunch of features that they added and some quality of life improvements too, so I was a couple updates behind. Hold on, let me turn that off. There we go. Yeah, I should hit save. Thank you. I'll take a drink too. Just because I kind of need to. Plan is to finish this in about an hour, but I don't know if I'll be that fast. Either way, after I want to basically start working on one of the redeems that I've had. Maybe Bex, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, I guess it depends. Or actually, maybe Blues, because that way I could have that done. And it's gonna be an ink, so she could probably color it either on stream or on her own time. Take it your condition hasn't changed much? Not that much. It's more like the fever and fatigue, mostly that's gone. But the throat harshness is still there, and there's a little bit more of other symptoms, like runny nose or whatever, that kind of stuff. So I think I just need to drink more water, and it'll be donezo. So I'm better in some ways, and other symptoms emerge, which is just normal for sick. A lot of people have been getting sick recently, seems like. Maybe it's like a seasonal thing. I don't know. Like for me, I already anticipated it because family stuff. So, but I don't know. Is there some new bug going around? Are they talking about it, or is it just a general thing? All right, let's see. How does this work? Copy this, paste here. Oh, okay. So I can delete this layer, change this one to overlay, and Now I can probably try to see if I can reduce that intensity a bit. Now we go here, hit transform. It should be transforming this entire layer, so I can like make it more triangular. Let's see. No clue if it's new, just know a handful of people all at the same time. Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought it. Okay, let's see. It's just really slow because of computer. Oh wait, no, I can't do this. Because then I have a bunch of shit on. I didn't draw the stuff behind him, so then I'd have to redraw all of that. So, too bad, can't do it. The most I could probably do is try to manipulate the shapes outside, maybe. So maybe I can do a mesh transform. Liquify really screwed up, like, last time I tried it, so that's why I'm staying away from it. But I can try mesh transform. Gonna need more than that. Let's try with this and see what happens. So basically, it's only gonna affect this small square area, and maybe some of outside, but it prevents it from basically warping the whole image. Um, and then I'm going to have to like repaint sections and stuff like that. I'll have to kind of add some detail here, but okay, so this part can go lower. This feels a little high here, so like that. This music doesn't match. Let's switch. I'll just play this. I don't know. That doesn't match either. Okay, let's let it apply that change before I lose the adjustments that I made. The next step I'm thinking of doing is add a layer of dark. Well, first I need to add some red here, so I'll do that. But then, essentially, I'll add some layer of dark behind him so it makes him hopefully pop more since I outlined him in the reddish kind of light. Hello, you're not cool. Hello, Shrek. How you doing? Can you not hear me? Oh, so you can hear me. Bloodborne. It's a Bloodborne character, the hunter from Bloodborne. It's a video game. It's a commission for a client, kind of like a poster or something like that. Got a better idea for this section here. Instead of adding red, I'm just gonna blur the hell out of it. Where's my diffuser? Okay, I'll add a smudge of red to it. Is there a way to paste pixels into a layer? Because it feels like there should be. Paste in shown position. No. Okay, fine, I'll just do this. Multiply or burn? I wonder which one would work better. Or overlay. Let's overlay. See how that works. It's maybe a bit too green. Oh, that's why. It has to clip. Yeah, it's a bit too green, so I'm gonna color shift that right after I lay it all in. Like I feel like it loses a coolness when it's a coldness when it's like this lively kind of green, relatively to the rest of the image at least. This section here seems weird, so I'm going to erase some of that. And I feel like we need some red along the saw blade, so I'll do that here. Like on the upper part of it at least. Cool. Alright, so the green layer here, I can actually shift it. Whoa, that's funky looking. But I can shift the whole layer's color, not like that. This? Yeah, okay. By picking from here, a cooler green. Let's just go with this. Still feels a little green, so maybe darker. Alright, and let me try an effect or two on it. They introduced quick effects here, and this is the way effects should have been anyways, but basically it lets you actually see what you're doing, and it has all the effects here, so you don't have to like click out um, and try stuff. What is this? Can't really see it doing anything though. My computer's too slow, but I'll have to I'll have to see what the client wants anyways, so hello Brian Blues. What does it look like? It's an existential question. Are you drunk? You're just looking at YouTube shorts. How am I in the... I shouldn't be in the shorts feed, but... I guess that's okay. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, I guess. It's basically just a commission. I basically stream my process for all the artworks that I do. Do you ever make bara? What is that? I have a feeling we're about to find another weird fetishist person here. What is that? We already have a yaoi enjoyer. I feel like this is something else that's about to come. What is bara? Bara is an art style. Let me see. Japanese muscle men. Bara art style. I'm searching it up. It says it's gay. It's gay. Yeah, there we go. You double checked with me. It's gay. How did I pick up on that? I don't even know. Yeah, it's like buff dudes. What's wrong with being gay? I want to make a joke, a crude joke. Okay, I guess I'll clip this and report. Do it, pussy. By the way, you're a devil worshiper. That's a ironic statement. So, on one hand, you have to be cool with being gay. On the second hand, it's a problem if you're a Satan lover. You have to pick a lane, man. You have to pick a lane. You're trying to find the logic here. There's no logic. There's never logic. Wait till he finds out the devil's gay. That's really going to mess with his brain. The clouds are gonna break the triangular composition that I was trying to go for. Uh, okay, so what I wanted to do is basically something like this. Let me save it. But I'm gonna ask the client first before I move on with it. I'll probably work on something else. Essentially, my idea is. Oh, I'm not even using the right color. Okay, so. So we'll have like the clouds do their thing. No, actually, that doesn't work. I was thinking of like having something here and something here. Maybe they will know actually if I could put something in these locations, something like from the show or something. Like maybe I don't know if there's ever hands coming down to the moon from here, or if there's a way for me to do like a gothic kind of frame that resembles a tombstone, and then like inside here is the clouds and stuff. Would shock me if they tried to get you to draw a moon presence or amygdala in the negative suite. Oh, let me search it up. So maybe I can even suggest that to them. Uh, blood-born moon presence. Oh, I seen pictures of this thing. Yeah, yeah, I could probably. It's a silhouette, so it's nothing hard to add. Um, and let's see what the amygdala. Amygdala. It sounds like a part of the body. Oh wait, it's part of the brain. It's the third eye, I guess. That is that what it is? No, I don't know. Amygdala bloodborne. That was the name of a boss, but oh wait, it is the name of a boss. Okay. Uh, Obviously, it's gonna have to be more center because it's off center the way I'm doing it right now. It's just like yeah. I guess I'll ask her if she wants something like this where it's like a frame and like maybe it has like pieces of gothic architecture, so like kind of like breaking off of it, and then it contains the clouds and all of that stuff. Yeah, cause like if it was just floating around, then because we want it on a shirt, right? So if it's just floating around, then it kind of gets lost, and then where does it end? And is it just gonna kind of like fade off with the print or something? I don't know, but yeah, I think this maybe solves that. I'll ask what she wants. So we'll just take a screenshot, I guess, of this and ask her. No, do not save. We'll do new. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, staying in line with Satan worship, I'm gonna draw blue. Blue's Blue's redeem was of one of her, or two of her characters actually. So we'll do that. I think I have the reference for it here on my other computer. She sent me sketches like thumbnail stuff, so it's gonna be an easy draw in terms of like placements of stuff, because the idea is kind of the composition's already figured out for me. Had no clue she had. She did. Yeah, it's because I'm so behind on them. Like I have a redeem for her. I have a redeem for Husk. He wants me to draw him and Miyabi from Zenless. Um, I have one with Kyo, and I have one with Beck. So there's four of them that are outstanding redeems that I have to finish. But Blues was the largest one, so like it was an ink redeem. So I'll do that one first. The other ones were sketch redeems. Let's see if I can find what she has. Yeah, so basically this is what she sent. The wolf character is lying down. I guess they're lights on character in forest, deer in headlights. Okay, so that's the deer character. And those are the characters. Oh, wait a minute. How do I... Which one do I go with? Or maybe this is not the same one? Maybe it's a different character? I guess it doesn't matter too much. It's gonna be in black and white, right? So I'll let her figure out the color stuff. It would be a shame if it were made into 5. Made into 5. Huh? Deer in head. Save. Looks like it's a good enough size. Oh, this is new. Oh, let me just check this out. Oop, animates in 6 FPS. Oh, I think I need to up these to like 60. Number cells. Why is it not? Playbook time. That's weird. That kind of animation's really bad. But anyways. Like it needs to be a lot higher than 10 FPS in my opinion. 24 FPS is probably decent for good animation. Don't really need to go higher than that. Hand drawn, I mean. Like obviously 3D animation you can go much higher, but for drawn 24. Okay, so prioritize quality. Da, da, da. Oh, white screen. Let's change the music. I'm gonna eat a spicy noodle soup with shrimp later. That'll help with the um what's it called? Throat and the sniffles and all that annoying stuff. Those are the annoying symptoms to me. Like the symptoms when you have the fever and like you're sick in terms of like tired and stuff. For me that's the nice part. you're you're kind of cozy. But after that, when you start to get all of the runny nose and all the gross, the coughing and whatever, that's the annoying part. Spicy stuff helps with sickness, or that's a distraction. I legitimately think it does. If I feel better, it helps. It's not like medicine in terms of taking um what's it called? Pills to sedate, like symptom relief. Whatever it's doing, it's like I don't know, raising blood flow or something. Because at the end of the day, pepper is an herb type of thing. But I guess medicine is also herb. 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 So is herb actually spoken like herb? Or is it herb? Because then you'd have to say herbivore, not herbivore. I don't usually hear people saying herbivore. I hear them say herbivore. Confused about that. I think I pronounce it as herb in both senses. Oh. Yeah, I only pronounce it as herb because I think it's like the Montreal influence. Because when I remember people used to make fun of me for saying human, but it's human. I didn't put enough like emphasis on the H. And like I only spent like kindergarten, I think, in Montreal. So there wasn't much French influence in terms of me learning French or speaking French much. But I guess that and a few others. Like, how do you say envelope or envelope? Because I say envelope. And apparently that's the French way of saying it. Or closer to the French way of saying it, but it's supposed to be envelope since it's related to envelope. You start with on as well. I see. I guess I guess American English is a middle finger to British English as well, so that makes sense. Maybe I'm gonna switch. On envelope would still be like yeah, so like they pronounce en as on. Like on God. Right? So I should probably save this cuz something that clip still doesn't do is it still doesn't create a file, which is stupid. Yeah, right on my desktop. Do favor on, yeah. Okay, so we have deer in headlights. We have the two characters, which are relatively simple. How do I make this difficult for her to color? In like a fair way. Maybe I draw every blade of grass. I was thinking of doing the shading on like a different layer because that way like if I did cross hatching, of course that would eliminate her ability to use the fill tool. But then I guess you can still use the select fill tool. Here, Blue, I spent too long doing so many layers of really high quality shading. Good luck coloring. Yeah, that's the vibe we're going for. A little big. I have to remember not to draw this, not to try to draw in her style. Um, to draw them in my style. That way, not only will it be more detailed and more difficult to color, but also it'll be more interesting to, for her to actually see. Because I think that's what she wants, anyways. That's what most people tend to want when they request art from someone. Man, let's see. Here we got the dude. This. And the reference here, his head is really limp. He's probably out of it or dead. I think the hand is this way and here. I don't know what the other hand is though. Like his hand is like that. I think I'm approaching this wrong. Should use a smaller brush. I should draw it properly. Let's bump that back. Oh, what am I doing? I was gonna do all the anatomy shit like I normally do, but no. Focus on shape. The hand's busted. Needs to go. So I'll do two ways of like getting this out. Maybe have one be uh the first layer being like the really clean lines, and then the second layer being all the shading stuff. So you can just choose between them that way. Ren the cat. Brian is dumb. Oh, do you know Brian? Or did you just read through the comments? Yeah, that arc is it's a little while back. A couple minutes. A couple a couple dozen minutes. Yeah, I guess. Just read through. Yeah. No, it was definitely a minor of some stripe. Unless the trolls these days are that retarded. Probably a Kamala person. Who knows? You'd think they'd be more positive. Hell no. It's the campaign slogan. Was it joy or something? I can't remember. Slogo. Slogan, yeah. Um, I think I made this one too big. That's fine. Wait, were you here earlier, or did I not say hi to you yet? Oh, you just came. Yeah. So, anyways, how are you doing? Also, Satan Lover is great. It was crazy in combination with the other stuff. Because first you like the art, and then you promote gay art, and then you get mad about the assumption that you made that the streamer doesn't like the gays, and then that contradicts with you not liking uh the art anymore because it's apparently satanic. It's just a weird maelstrom of contradictions, but yeah, such is internet people. Mentally dumb. Yeah. Wish I had more. It's probably not a good wish, but I wish I had more uh, interactions like that because I find them really funny. I wish I could go straight to ink, but there's just too much of a disconnect when I'm drawing digitally for me to do that. Even though it's technically, like I should technically go straight to ink because there's no such thing as a mistake in digital. You can just kind of erase it. Just because you don't support it doesn't mean you're homophobic. Yeah, but explaining that to someone who's already going after you is a losing battle. So sometimes I'll just run with it. I'll just go with it. Whatever you want to say, you know. It's like the I am whatever you say I am back when Eminem used to be based. Or I guess gangster rap made me do it is maybe the cooler example. It's funny after all, yeah. Um, I have a feeling I'm gonna redraw it again, but let me see. The pose was. I guess I should explain what I'm drawing here. I'm drawing a redeem from uh Blue. She's she wants me to draw her characters. She wants me to ink it, so I'm just doing the sketch right now. I'll show you what we finished. Well, not finished, but we mostly finished it. I'll open it from here. So obviously we need to do the final detail in terms of getting the background in to connect this whole skull heap and the moon. And basically what we're thinking of doing is something like this, where we have a frame. We'll probably make that of like a gothic looking architecture, and then inside of it is going to be the clouds. But I have to run it by the client to make sure that they're going to be cool with that. Or you guess what I was about to message? Yeah. Yeah. So I guess maybe it's probably going to be a good idea to do because it works for multiple people. I wonder, does Kern do his ink straight on? I can't remember. I haven't watched a stream in a while. Because I kind of want to skip the sketching stage digitally because it's not really much of a time saver, I think. Silly meter is back. Silliness 1 out of 10? 3 out of 10. Maybe. I don't know. Where should this hand go? I'm confused by it. So like this hand is gonna obviously go around and like hug the hug the head. Let's put the joint here. And then it goes like that. You'll be 10 out of 10 eventually? Yeah, maybe. I think I'd have to take a drink or two before I get that silly. What a wonderful evening for a stream. Hello, Lotus. How you been? What are you up to? I don't know if you were here a couple seconds ago or a couple minutes ago. Basically showed what the last artwork looked like. Flower. A lotus, yeah. Oh, you could only lurk until now. Um, Let me show you then. So yeah, this is more or less with the lighting thrown into it. And we need to add in the background and stuff, but I made this to share with the client to see if she's cool with having like a gothic frame, and then that way we can have the clouds contained inside of it with the moon and stuff. Maybe she wants some other stuff added too. We'll discuss that, and I'll finish it up. Here's his name. Uh, Lotus Skull Knife. Oh, Lotus died. Never mind. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess just the skull, Lotus and skull. If you want to be a VTuber Lotus, you can take the Lotus and skull. They have their marks and stuff, right? Whoa, new YouTube chatter. Lotus has been in the YouTube before. Well, no. Okay, if I'm taking this pose, I'm holding like this. My thumb is gonna be on the outside, so it's gonna be here. Okay. Alright, so his shoulder should be like here. Lotus found Ray from YouTube live. I don't know how to feel about VTubing as a cartoon plant. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of different types of VTubers. One of my favorite art VTubers is just literally um the two hands basically. And the hands inside of the hands there's teeth, so it's just like a giant mouth made of two hands talking. If I remember their name I would share it, but I can't remember their name. Hello, Potato. Passing by looks great. Have a good night. Yep, thank you for stopping by, and you have a good night as well. But yeah, the all kind of YouTubers these days. Ah, potato, bye, potato. Sir Potato. Yeah. Anyways, gotta go. Hope you have a good night. Yep, you have a good night as well. See you when I see you. How long have we been going on for, anyways? I feel like I can go on for an hour longer. Maybe I'll do 3 hours today then. No one needs to stay. But I feel like I can get a chunk of work done. Want to at least have this in the inking stage, so that way I can just do a stream of just inking to finish it off, and then I can move on to the other redeems. Tomorrow I'll know if I need to, or what the client wants to do with the commission, and I'll probably be able to finish that off stream. So I want to get this ready to at least finish off inking tomorrow on stream. If I finish writing this novel, I'll likely begin streaming again. Sick. Are you gonna be? What are you planning on streaming? Do you want to do art streams with the like study stuff? Because I remember you ordered some books. I actually want to do some writing streams, but I want to make sure I have like a some material ready to kind of put together. As for the novel, are you thinking of publishing it anywhere, or are you holding on to it to figure out stuff? Writing, drawing, whichever. Also, the books still haven't arrived. Damn. Well, I hope they arrive eventually. Looking to publish, very likely electronic. That's a good idea. There's some websites that another author pointed me to. I can't remember what it's called. I only know the comic ones because I want to kind of publish on there eventually. Like Global Comics is getting pretty large now. It started off pretty small, but it grew pretty quickly. I kind of don't like that they have a lot of established comics on it, but they probably needed to do that. Established, like, I mean, from DC, Marvel, stuff like that. What does she have? Long sleeves with, yeah. Okay, so. Wait a minute. Does she have hoof hands? Oh no, that's just the way Blue drew it. That was concerning for a second. Physical publishing is a logistical nightmare. Yeah, it even even without the nightmare situations, it's like so much work. Especially given the genre. What's the genre? Are you writing? Are you writing a smut novel? Uh, Most closely science fiction. There's heavy drama behind the scenes with fantasy slash sci-fi physical publishing behind the scenes. Oh, is there? I have no idea. What it if you can if it's not a bother for you to summarize it, maybe. That's something I have no idea about. There's heavy drama behind the scenes. And poor resource for the details. Well, you could just tell me what you know and I'll just run with it. That's usually how dramas survive on the internet, anyways. Know enough to know many parties are less interested in making money and instead uh, interest invested in causing trouble. Oh, is it related to I guess what's been happening all around? Like I guess industry wide. Oh yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah, I see. That's disappointing. I was hoping it was something more interesting than that for drama. Given how untimely physical avenues for publishing are anyways, these factors make electronic publishing far more appealing. Yeah. I like physical books, but something that I don't know if this is like an unpopular opinion, but have you guys read physical manga and then you read the digital manga and you just like it more because of how high the contrast is compared to like your lighting conditions obviously depend. Uh I mean it depends on your lighting conditions, but um I tend to like the manga better when they're digital. The artwork looks better. I guess I could read it right underneath my drawing lamp to make up for the lack of good lighting. I've done this a couple times, the reading across mediums thing. Oh, crap. Should I be doing this? Um, no, I shouldn't be doing this. It's like a shading thing. Oh well, whatever. I'll have to. I guess I'll do some of it like this when I'm inking it. Let me get the wolf guy head here. It's just the back. His arms this way. So I have to make the ears flop as well, right? Um, so if they're coming here, normally they would be like perked up like this, but then I should draw one going this way, like that, and the other one going this way, like this, I guess. The hair is just kind of scruffy. At the front, it goes like this. Let's save. So I would say when the book will be finished, an insurmountable amount of legwork is already finished, and I reckon there's hardly any left. So I just have to. I just need the willpower to grind what's left. So you'd say like structurally, it's finished. Like you have like the outline of events. You have like are you mostly doing like fleshing out kind of stage? Like the skeletal work is done. think she's kneeling. Without going into too much detail, one of these chapters took months of legwork to rewrite, and with that legwork came a complete recontextualization of what the narrative is about. Okay, that sounds difficult to deal with too. Uh, is it like a really early chapter or a later chapter? Because I feel like if it's an earlier chapter, that's even more difficult. Middle chapter, that's still pretty tough to deal with. Yeah. It would take several hours and essays to explain why that chapter meant so much for the narrative, both before and after. I believe that. Yeah, I can understand it. And why all that legwork was necessary. Yeah, that's probably unique to the work itself. But yeah, rewriting stuff, I've been there, and it feels like feels like Jenga, I guess, is a way of visualizing it. And then even if it collapses, well, you still have to make it work somehow. Yeah, that's what it's called, right? Jenga, the that game that you have to pull a thing out, um, like a little. It's like a tower of little pieces of wood, and you have to pull out a piece of wood. Each person has their turn, and you have to make sure that it's not gonna collapse. Yeah, it's Jenga. Okay. I was wondering just now. Am I talking about? What am I talking about? But hey, it's all over now. Yeah, now it's just a grind. At least there's that, yeah. I guess like a way of translating that struggle to painting is probably like painting in like a, it could be as extreme as this in some cases. You laid the underpainting for it to be a warm painting, but then along the way, for whatever reason, it has to be a cold or cooler color painting. And you have to change the temperature of your palette and also deal with the whatever you already laid out. Me personally, the grind is put before uh the over now part, but I ain't a writer and artist. I think the grind in terms of the creative part is like less thinking and more doing. So like the part that's difficult in terms of the creative fields is to actually figure out what you're doing, why you're doing, what am I drawing, why am I drawing this, what is it, what is the subject matter, what is the um, palette, etc. And then actually painting it and stuff is more of a technique based kind of process, and it's like secondhand sometimes. Although Legwork gave me a story, a reason to be told beyond mere entertainment, that's why it was necessary and lengthy to work through. Yeah. So like the writing part of it, where you're actually having to write what happens throughout the entire story, is like fleshing out a skeleton, and the skeleton part is the hard part of actually, because like without the skeleton, it's just gonna fall apart into a pile of meat, right? So constructing the skeleton of a narrative or an illustration or whatever you're doing creatively is the harder part. At least I think for most artists actually that I've spoken to. So probably just universally I would say. I'll just jump and speak for all artists. That's the, or all creatives. That's the uh crucial and difficult part. I'm gonna take a drink. I think once you master a craft, or maybe master is too strong a word, once you develop a degree of competency, it switches from it being difficult to do and the subject matter and the reasoning and the themes and etc. become the part that's a challenge for you to contend with. Why am I drawing? What am I drawing? How am I drawing is figured out. But yeah, I think I'm getting to that stage. Or I've been in that stage for a little bit. Feels too small. It sounded wrong, but it feels like what I mean is like it looks like he's a child, the size of a child or something. I need to change it. Because his hip has to land. It has to feel like it's okay. So like his torso here is resting on her thighs, and then his hip has to rest on the ground here, and it has to be at an angle because of that. That's butt, and now it's a leg. Leg can go this way. It's gonna be in darkness, so it's not gonna matter too much, I guess. I think he has tail. Yeah. Don't know if that's accurate at all, but I'm just gonna run with it and see if it looks okay. Still doesn't seem right. This whole section here has to go down. Let's make his tail block. Just like a bunch of shit here. Let's make this leg go this way, actually. Maybe it will look even more like that if I put his hand kind of like that instead. And this arm, I won't even show it because it should be curling like that. Or the shoulder, not the arm. Compared to the thumbnail, there's a lot more of them in the frame, but I think it's fine. It's not too far. Basically, we have forest stuff to draw next, or when we're doing the background part of it. I think we're more or less center. Maybe I can move a little bit this way. Oops. Save. Good to see progress on the other piece. Yeah. Colors are quite rich. Yeah. This one, right? Oh, this is not the... I'll have to figure out what she wants with the background. And then it would more or less, I think, look like this. I think she'll find this agreeable. I don't remember if Blue said she had a story for this, or if this was just like an image that she thought of for the two characters. Either way, I guess it tells a story, kind of. Her expression is not shown in the thumbnail, so I don't know how exactly should how exactly I should make her express herself. I went for like emotionally mute immediately. I don't know why. The kind of expression that the character has. She had those characters for a very long time. Pretty sure she's got their story down in her head. Probably write it down, damn it. I know a lot of artists who have um, original characters and stories, but they don't write them down. I don't really understand why not. But I guess they have to come to that point themselves. I used to find it confusing too. Like, oh, you have a story. I mean, sometimes like I had like writing, both comic and creative actually writing instructors slash professors. They would say things that like if you can't summarize your story in like one word or one sentence, sometimes depending on what they're talking about exactly, then you don't have a story. Basically, what they were saying is like you have to know what the theme is. I think I mostly agree with that, but um, I only started to realize how important it was to kind of have a concise idea of what you're going for in terms of story. Because like they started to explain it in a way I didn't like, I guess. Because they explained it in a way you have to have like an elevator pitch, and it was a very businessy kind of course that I was going through, which kind of made me not like processes and stuff like that that we were having to deal with. To the degree this is very true, yeah. Like I can boil down some of the stories that I'm writing to like one word. One of them is just one story is basically forgiveness, and it tells you nothing about the story. But then if I go into the sentence one, that would probably tell you more about the story. And it's a general kind of description because it doesn't give you information about the setting and or not the setting, but like specific information about like the lore. It's more like of universal type of plot line, and then the lore is stuff that you build around it. Most stories are a series of events, and some stories are a focused set of themes. Yeah, I found myself drawn more to the themes because I've written a lot of series of events. Like you build the world, and then you flesh out characters. You create their profiles, what they do, what their part in the world is, and then you kind of the interesting ones will be the series of event stories that you can put together relatively easily, and then you're just like, well, why am I doing this? Like, why is their story important? Because then you start to have like hundreds of characters and then hundreds of stories, and then it becomes an assessment of priority. So, which stories are the most valuable stories? Some characters are just going to have to be side characters. Even if they're technically cooler, I guess. Always throw out your scrap stories all into one world and see how it all works. Yeah, like there's going to be there's it's not unique to my work or anyone's work, but there's always going to be stuff that characters are doing in the background or uh away from the main cast, and you can work it in with like suggestion or whatever. But um because those characters' stories are not necessarily central to a cohesive theme, it starts to become less important or interesting to me. I mean, I guess you could make like a short of them, right? A short story. Is her head too short? Yeah, it is. She has a she has a dent in her head. Just like me, for real. An example I just thought of that may not even be good, but I'm just gonna say it anyways. But like, I remember when I first read through Vinland Saga, and I dropped it because um, I got pissed off at the pacifism suddenly that I went into, because I was more in the mood in my head for fighting. Like, I guess just like in general, life vibes and stuff put me in that place. So I was like, what the hell is this? um, and I dropped it. And then years later, I came back to it and I appreciated it properly because it's telling its story, right? So um, if it didn't do that, its value would be crippled, thematically speaking. Because there's a lot of characters in there who you could just tell their story, and it would be the same story of like basically warriors doing warrior stuff, which is cool, but it's essentially going to be the same story and over again with different characters, which isn't to say that it's not going to be well done, but like it's not as special as I believe his name is Thorbjorn, the main dude from Vinland Saga. It's not going to be as special as this story. You're not going to have iconic moments like "I have no enemies," that whole speech. If you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Oh, okay. I thought I was just I thought it was brain dead ramble. Well, probably it's probably partially brain dead ramble, but at least it's somewhat being understood. It's gonna be so bad when I do a writing stream. I'm gonna like have such a hard time explaining what I'm trying to write, but it might be fun to try it once or twice. just tired brain ramble. Besides, you can just write what you're trying to explain. That'll work. Oh, true. Like I could script it, kind of like points. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that, but yeah, that's what I should probably do. At least for for points, like specific things to go through, not like a whole ass PowerPoint. But yeah. Um, okay, so this is not curving on his figure properly. We need more of this. A year ago, if you asked what the story was about, I would have given you a list of events, compelling or not, in an attempt to pique your interest. Today, I tell you it's a story about duty and accountability of a people dedicated despite a shared annihilation. The events don't hold a candle of importance compared to what the story is about. The characters' actions aren't as important as why they're making those decisions, and the why behind those decisions fall within the realm of themes. Yeah, that's um, the the coherent way of what I was trying to explain. But yeah, that's the I don't know what to call it, like an essence or something, the soul, um, spirit of it or something. But yeah, that's the good way of putting it. But yeah, that sounds good. Already. Like duty and accountability. That's excellent. Not enough of that these days. Shh, it's market made vulnerable at the moment. Yeah, it's a market made vulnerable. Yeah. Oh, that was a. This is a problem I haven't solved yet. I probably glossed over it. Where is this arm going? Like, what is it doing? It's kind of awkward if it goes under. Is it awkward if it goes under? No. I think it could work if it goes under his arm here, and like goes this way. Yeah, I think that's fine. Wait a second. I need I need to make sure that it reads like the joint is here. Like here. So it would go like this, I think. And then maybe like that. This. That. Hopefully that's good enough to suggest. Oh, another error. Her hand has to curl around his shoulder. So this can go here, this can go here. Let me see how tight, or not tight, the reference shows the sleeves being. Okay, yeah. So they're really loose. If he was standing up, they would be uh larger and open up kind of, but because he's down, I think I would have to make a lot of wrinkles because of that. Like all the surface area has to compress. Alrighty, so let's do like this. Okay, so that's kind of figured out there. These pants are like don't have any details except for like the knees. They're like scraped off, but that's not going to be a relevant detail here. So I guess I'll just make a couple ripples just to like suggest that it's a cloth material or denim, I guess. I don't want that to be a tangent, so I'm just gonna make the hair kind of raise up over here. It's another tangent here. Hmm. Okay. I think his head needs to be a little bigger. Um, it's hard to tell, like if it's the angle or maybe like the top here, but I'll just explode the whole thing and hope it works out. I think that's better. Oh, okay. Foliage is probably gonna be more of a. I'll either try a trick or actually I'll just draw it in like normal. I was thinking of trying to do tricks and stuff. I guess I could have it suggested in the background, like using brush textures and stuff. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. But basically, what we're gonna do next stream is ink each character. No, actually, I'll ink them both on the same layer. Um, any like shading stuff like this on the arm and stuff, I will try to do that on a different layer. Textures, I'll try to do those on a different layer too. Like if I wanted to like make the whole, like you know how I normally shade hair? If I wanted to do that with the tail, I'll do it on a different layer too. Because he has black hair or dark hair, depends on which illustration we're looking at. She has light hair. Um, if I do screen tones, definitely have those on a different layer. That would be funny. Doing the screen tones and then demanding that it be colored. It's like a. You can work around it, but it's a little bit of a ass move. Alrighty. There we go. So basically, that's our stream. And it's time for me to go make noodles and eat some spicy, sinus clearing food. I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow to ink it, most likely. If not, the day after. So yeah, have a good one. Oh, it's not letting me type.